Hey, how's it going, fellow Trojans and loyal vassals? Today we're going to be taking a look at the long-awaited Figma Hulk, a figure that I have been eagerly waiting because it has been delayed countless times. I mean, this particular Hulk is based off his first appearance in the Avengers, the first movie, which was a movie way back in 2012. It's already 2016. 4 years a bit late there, Max Factory, but was the wait worth it? Was it really worth it? Let's find out. Bam! Good Lord Almighty, this guy looks insanely good. So, and he has a very nice heft to him. So I'll tell you this right now, I was not particularly a fan of the SH Figuarts Hulk version. If I'm not mistaken, he was actually based off his Age of Ultron appearance, and I'll apologize. I'm gonna say some crude words right now for those of you who actually like that SH Figuarts Hulk. So don't take anything I say too seriously. This is just my personal opinion. But I thought that the SH Figuarts Hulk figure, his face was hideous. I did not like the face on the SH Figuarts Hulk. I thought it was too stylized, did not really look like the Hulk. I didn't like their coat of green that they used, the paint. It looked like lime. It looked gross. The articulation, I did not really like the way what they did, and aesthetically, overall, he just did not look appealing to me. So I did not feel the need to shell out the money for him. However, this Figma Hulk is beautiful. Look at the face. So I don't understand why they didn't just go with movie accurate Hulk. This is just really good. I like it. If I had to do one minor complaint is rather, because if you notice see if I can get close up. The eyebrows are actually painted on. I would have actually preferred if the eyebrows were actually sculpted and then painted on. This is just like painted eyebrows on his muscular eyebrow thing. But man, he just looks really good. I really like the matte finish on this guy. Look at all them muscles. Golly. Deltoids. Just overall aesthetically, he's just way more appealing to look at than the SH Figuarts Hulk figure. If I'm not, so I can't really, unfortunately, I can't make too much comparisons between the two because I obviously didn't buy the SH Figuarts Hulk. So I'm just going off by memory, and if I'm not mistaken, the SH Figuarts Hulk actually had much, like, I guess, slimmer and muscular thighs. This one actually has big and bulky thighs. Also, he's wearing a different set of pants from the first movie. The SH Figuarts other Hulk is wearing pants based off his, or shorts, I mean, shorts based off his Age of Ultron appearance. And the SH Figuarts had like a cut or like an upper body, an upper body articulation at the pecs. And I didn't like it. It looked very gross. If anything, I kind of wish this Figma also had something like that, but rather than having it up here, they would have it like along the rib cage, kind of like this right here. See that? Kind of like that, where it goes like in a concave arc kind of thing. I would have liked that if they did that with the Figma right here along the rib cage. It would have been just something I would have preferred. But aside from that, I really like this figure, which, by the way, I can't really say exactly in terms of accuracy like between the other Avenger Figmas, but it just is a quick size comparison. This is about like 5 inches. Whoa, we're not focused. I apologize. This is like, I don't know, I want to say almost 9 inches. I don't have a measurement around me because like about 9 inches. I don't know, but he's pretty tall. Like I said, very girthy and just looks freaking amazing. Was the weight worth it? I would say definitely. Let's go over articulation. At the head, he has, let's see if I can kind of show you right here. Take off his head real quick, which, by the way, might as well show you. I kind of have everything already displayed because that's all he came with. Let me just quickly take this off. He has movable eyeballs, which I think is really cool. Adds to the uniqueness of the figure. So I will also say this right off the bat. My other minor, or I guess this would be a complaint in general, is a lack of a secondary head where he's screaming, because I will give the SH Figuarts props on the fact that he came with 2 sets of head, one with gritting face like this, oh, we're not focused, and a screaming face. And I would have really liked it if this figure came with a screaming face Hulk. It would have gone a long way, but that's just me. For the head, he has like this weird looking two joint things going on where this part of the head is on a ball joint. You can kind of see it right there. Let me put this face down. Kind of right there. There you go. And it's on a hinge connected to this piece, which is like on a secondary giant hinge. I want to say it's not a ball joint because you can't really move it side to side. Just this piece right here. So you can move it like that. And you can get quite a bit of range. He does look like he has like like he's when he's looking up, he looks like a little off, or is it just me? Or maybe it's just me in person. It looks a little off for me. But yeah, you can get him looking in a certain way. I definitely suggest taking off the face first, just so you can see where the actual joint is facing, so you can rearrange it however you want. Just put that back. The SH Figuarts also had, if I'm not mistaken, had like a weird like shoulder mechanic right here where you can move it inwards and outwards. I'm not exactly sure how effective it was, but it did look very hideous and I didn't like it. However, this Figma Hulk does not use that at all. It also does not use ball joints. It's just like a hinge pretty much. You can move it outwards quite a bit. Look how far you can get it up actually. It's impressive. There's the joint in action right there. So it is not a ball joint. That's just a simple like hinge where you can move it up like that. And I think it does the job good. And again, it looks aesthetically pleasing to the eye. His elbow is on not double jointed. You can move it side to side, but again, it looks really good, nice and clean. His wrist is on a simple like pegged onto a ball joint. It's right underneath the actual skin, and it's just pegged into his wrist. And he gets quite a bit of range of motion. Impressive. And for some reason, I'm not exactly sure why, but this Figma Hulk has a little hole in his fist, but for some reason it's very small. It should have been much bigger if you wanted to hold stuff, because I think you're gonna want to have him holding bigger stuff. So that's very interesting that they would do that. Because he doesn't. This is pretty much all he comes with. Those two sets of hands, the thing to move his eyeballs, and a stand. So I'm not exactly sure why they would give him this, and why they would make the hole so small. So there's that. At the waist, he has a ball joint. It is somewhat. Well, no, never mind. It is. See that he can get. That's again another thing. I don't think the SH Figuarts had an actual like ab crunch like this. It only had that upper torso. From what I could tell, I don't have the figure, and this is it just blows it out of the water because everything is still intact and it looks more natural, especially from the back. Look at that. Like it's actually molded all the way almost. Let's see how far. That's pretty much as far as it goes. So I think that you can see his back muscles, the lower part. That's really impressive. I really like that. Sorry, SH Figuarts, but this blows you out of the water. One parts that is somewhat a little bit harder to pose is the lower part of the legs, because when you're moving it, like if you were to have his ab crunch like that, it's gonna get in the way. The actual skin is gonna get in the way of the ball joint or this thigh piece. See if I can kind of see like that. I'm trying to move it forward, like in my direction, but it can only go off to the side because the actual skin here is underneath, interacting with this thigh piece. See if I can kind of show you. And I guess I might as well do this. So this is how I actually manipulate the actual joint. This is kind of my own workaround, where I actually take off this piece, so I guess you can actually see it in action. This is actually what's underneath it. Just put this back. And this is the actual joint. It's on a ball joint. See it right there. And you can move this quite a bit. So what I like to do is actually hold on. So here's what I'm talking about. You can actually see the actual skin from his pecs are actually making contact with this piece. I mean, not this piece in particular, this actual piece, because this is the outer layer. And it's touching it and it's preventing it from actually moving upwards. So what I like to do is remove this and then actually manually move the joint and then place this. So it's not actually going to stick together, like peg onto this thing right here. But because you're going to mostly have this Hulk figure like planted on the ground, it doesn't really matter. So I do that and then do this. And then manipulate this, and you can have him in like actual like getting ready to fight poses. Like I said, it's not gonna stick on like that, like if it was natural. But again, this Hulk is most likely gonna be planted on the ground, so it's not really gonna bother me that much of it popping off. Moving on, as you saw right now, let's see if I can put you back upwards. As you saw here, that Figma Hulk, while he's not double jointed at the knees, it's actually molded all the way. You can actually see his knee and it looks very good. Whereas the SH Figure Arts has like that weird, joint like most other SH Figure Arts. And this is just really impressive. Again, adding to the whole aesthetic of the figure. And it just look how far you can go. That's pretty much as far as you can go. It's not double jointed, but the fact that it's hidden so well, it's just impressive. I like this figure. It's too good. And then at the foot, he has a simple Figma joint. You can move this side to side. And his toes are somewhat... You can't actually... Oh, wait, no, you can get quite a bit. There you go. There's that. Impressive stuff. Overall, I really like this Figma Hulk. Do I think it's better than the SH Figure Arts? Yes, I do. Move this right here. And as you already saw... I'm not exactly sure. I mean, he's obviously not going to be using this to stand like in aerial poses. This is more like a balancing thing. If you were to have him in a certain angle, you'd need this just for balance purposes. And he has a hole right there to put it in. Put this right, stand right. And for hands, he came with these open-palmed gripping hands. Typical of Hulk. And finally, this thing is supposed to be like, to help you move the actual eyeballs behind his head. You go like this, take this off. And then see these little right there. I mean, you can actually move this with your actual fingernail if you wanted to. So you don't actually need this, but it's nice if you, I guess, can't do it. So you were like, see the little hole right there? You peg it onto this. And then from there you can move the eyeball. So there's that. And now, finally, because the Figma Hulk has been released, you can now have the entire set together. Let me see if I can get the rest. And there we go. Now we finally have all the Figma Avengers assembled. And this pretty much completes it. And it looks very good looking at all of them together. I'm happy. I think you should get the Figma Hulk. It's way better than the SH Figure Arts in my personal opinion. It just looks so good. I mean, look at this guy. Can we talk about this muscles? Look at them pecs. Them deltoids, the aesthetics. Everything is proportionate. I love its face. SH Figure Arts looks like it's got some sort of Down syndrome, but this one, looking on point there, Hulk. I only wish that I mean, again, I only wish he came with a screaming head. That would have actually made it the seal of approval. What I really would have liked is a screaming face. Aside from that, articulation-wise, I guess nitpicks really. I wish that he had a secondary upper joint right here along the rib cage. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, cool figure. I recommend him. Get him now before bootlegs show up, because I don't know. I don't even know if it's possible to make bootleg version of this guy. Anyways, Hulk, do you think this review is over? Hulk smash.